We've talked a lot about corporate teams and change teams and leadership teams, and today I want to look at divorce teams. And this might sound a bit strange, but if anybody is going through a relationship breakdown, particularly if it's getting into a divorce stage, there are a group of people that are involved in supporting and facilitating and making this a reality for the people that are involved. And I'm really wanting to look at what it is and how we can support that. How does it work together? If we take the divorce team, we obviously have a lawyer. We know that we've got our solicitors involved on both parties, both sides. Even if it's with mediation, there are people involved. We've probably got a doctor involved because there are bound to be some stresses and strains, so we'll have that. We will have support teams involved, so we will have friends and family members giving us support. They're part of our team. If we've got children, we have probably got schools involved, so that they're also part of the team. But who else could be part of your team? Who else could give you the broader aspect of what's involved there? And some of the types of examples, I've worked with a number of very good people in this arena. A mortgage advisor. Now, it's an independent mortgage advisor who really understands what you're going through divorce is just worth their weight in gold. They understand the difficulties and challenges of not losing your house, keeping stability. How are you going to afford it, particularly if there's been two people on a mortgage and now you've got one? So there's a number of different scenarios that are in play, and it's how to get the best. It's not just a case of going to the bank and getting whichever mortgage they have available. It's understanding what's in the market and how to structure what's suitable for you. When we're staying with housing, if you've been in a house that's been your family home for a number of years and you're now staying in it on your own or with your children, or whatever, or if you're moving into your own place, either way there's a change. And having somebody that can work on the interior and change the interior to something that you really you want to go home to, that really inspires you and makes you feel comfortable and secure. If you're in a position to engage with an interior decorator and really change it to your space, your new space, make it work for what you're trying to achieve now. Brilliant. An independent financial advisor who can actually look at how are you going to cope over the next few months, and then into the future over the next few years, and obviously through to retirement. What do you need in place? How much money have you got? How do you need to structure the money that you're receiving out of a settlement, the money that you're paying out of a settlement, whichever side you are on this? There is an awful lot that can be done to help you understand what income you've got and what outgoings you've got, and how to structure where that goes as into your future. So having professional advice, looking at what you need financially is invaluable. And then the final thing, well, there's probably loads more, but with the group of people that I'm working with at the minute is obviously, I say obviously, but from my perspective, is the coaching side. It is a traumatic time. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how much you've wanted it to happen. A divorce or relationship breakdown is a traumatic time, and having somebody to bounce things through with, just talk things through, who understands where you are, can help you see reason, can clear away some of the nonsense that's in your head, because we all create stories, we all create nonsense in our head. If you're able to clear away that stuff and get yourself into a clear space where you can actually, with a clear head, go forward and look at what you're doing in your future, I think is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. More so when you've got children. If you have children involved, we just tend to focus on the children. I know, I've been there. We look at the children and go, everything we do is in line to support the children. What about you? We know the story of put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. Your children need you to be well, and they need you to be mentally well as physically well. They need you to be emotionally stable and ready to cope and inspiring to them and to whatever else you do. So that's looking at a team around a relationship breakdown and just sort of divorce setup as you're preparing for a divorce, as you're going through a divorce, and even post-divorce, things that you can be thinking about. So there's a team to support you in this situation.